Good evening, colleagues, parents, young people all. I am Vernon Thomas, Youth Development Officer with the Ministry of Youth. This evening, I will present the action plan for the National Parenting Education Strategy to support the youth policy for better job opportunities for young people in Grenada. Let's get right into it. As you know, parents are the first primary educators of their children. They, therefore, play a key role as important stakeholders in determining the life course and positive development of young people. The United Nations adopted a Convention on the Rights of the Child in 1989 that defines the context within which parenting must take place. It encourages parenting that not only prioritizes the child's best interest, but also gives significant importance to the needs of the parents. Parents must be given support to adequately fulfill their roles. The development of strategies for positive parenting by governments is key to ensuring this takes place. So, so what is a National Parenting Education Strategy, or NPES? It is a guiding framework to support parenting education and, by extension, children's welfare. Its principal purpose is to act as a vehicle for valuing, equipping, and supporting parents to be the best that they can be so that they, in turn, can give the children and young people the best start in life. The Youth Policy for Better Job Opportunities for Youth in Grenada recognizes parents as important stakeholders. A national parenting education strategy was developed to get parents involved in the execution of the policy. What are the goals of the action plan? 1. Strengthen parental involvement in the education of the children by improving communication mechanisms and their representation on school bodies and by providing more opportunities for collaboration and volunteerism with educators. 2. Ensure that barriers to parental involvement are addressed to promote equity and equality for young people, regardless of their socio-economic or cultural backgrounds. 3. Acknowledge the role of parents as leaders and build their skills and capacity to appropriately guide young people as they make decisions that would affect their future career path. And 4. Promote the use of information technology in parental education to improve their own capacity to participate and engage with young people in a digital world filled with diverse job opportunities. I will now walk you through the action plan for this strategy to ensure that we are all on the same page as we head towards implementation of the policy. Start Goal 1. Strengthen parental involvement in the education of their children by improving communication mechanisms and their representation on school bodies and by providing more opportunities for collaboration and volunteerism with educators. The first action step is to develop a comprehensive communication strategy or plan for parents. The desired outcome: increased numbers of means of communication with parents. This will take about 3 to 6 months. The Policy Technical Committee would be the responsible persons, and as an evaluative measure, we are going to audit the parents reached. The next action step is to create digital and traditional methods of communication to provide access to support and advice for parents on ways of becoming involved. The desired outcome: increased parental engagement. This also will take about 3 to 6 months. The Ministry of Education would be the responsible group, and as an evaluative measure, parental feedback surveys. We will also collaborate with parents to design workshops for parents on aspects of parental engagement. Parental empowerment and self-confidence in supporting youth is our desired outcome. This will take at least about 6 months to 1 year. The Ministry of Youth, Ministry of Education, and Parent Teachers Associations would be the responsible groups. Results of self-evaluation tools for parents would be our evaluative measure. And our final action plan is to provide parents with more opportunities to volunteer in policy programs such as mentorships and at youth centers. The desired outcome here is to enhance outcome for parents and young people by having more volunteerism. The time frame is between 6 months to 1 year. Our Policy Technical Committee would be the responsible group here. And our evaluative measure, we are going to audit volunteers. So these are our steps we intend to use to accomplish our first goal. I know you may have questions. Hold them, we'll look at them at the end. Now we are going to look at how we are going to accomplish our second goal, which is to ensure that barriers to parental involvement are addressed to promote equity and equality for young people, regardless of their socio-economic or cultural backgrounds. Our first action step, we are going to perform a survey to determine the types and the size of different parent groups. When I say parent group, I mean, for example, single parent, what access they have to technology, and the resources they have available to them. This would increase the awareness of barriers that are present. The timeline here would be between 2 to 3 months, and our policy technical committee would be the responsible group. Our evaluative measures, analysis of survey results. Our second action step is to ensure that a parent's engagement strategy and plan is available to all parents, and that would make them aware of all the resources available to them. The desired outcome here is increased participation by all parent groups with better outcomes for all young people. That will take between 1 to 2 months, and our policy technical committee and the Ministry of Education would be the responsible groups here. Our evaluative measures, parental satisfaction survey. Our next action step is to provide access to support resources such as pamphlets and website links to parent groups. Parents feel more understood and supported. That would be our desired outcome. This year will take between 1 to 2 months, and our policy technical committee, our Ministry of Education and Ministry of Social Development would be the groups responsible. Our evaluative measure, parent satisfaction survey. Finally, we will organize and host at least 3 events for parents from parent groups with additional support needs. Increased training for targeted parent groups is our desired outcome. We hope to achieve that over a 1-year period. The policy technical committee would be the responsible group. And our evaluative measure, we are going to audit the uptake of parental training programs. Using all these steps, we hope to remove the barriers to parental engagement. Our third goal is to acknowledge the role of parents as leaders and build on their skills and capacity to appropriately guide young people as they make decisions that would affect their future career paths. Again, we have 4 action steps to accomplish this goal. Firstly, the Policy Technical Committee would ensure that it produces fact sheets for parents on key areas within the policy. This would increase parental knowledge and understanding of the needs of the policy. That is expected to take within 3 to 6 months. And to evaluate this, we are going to use surveys. Our next step is to design and execute leadership training workshops for parents. The Policy Technical Committee and the Ministry of Education are charged with the responsibility to ensure this happens. Parents will develop leadership skills. We hope to achieve this over a 6 to 12-month period, and to evaluate this, we are going to have an audit of parental involvement in leadership roles on different committees and or programs. Our next step, we are going to provide increased opportunities for parents to chair meetings. This will provide an increased leadership skill among parents. We hope to achieve that over a 6 to 12-month period. And here, the Policy Technical Committee and schools through the Ministry of Education would be responsible. And we are going to evaluate this by doing an audit of parental involvement in leadership roles. And our last step to achieve our goal is to provide financial literacy workshops for parents. This would improve parental capacity to guide young people. And over a 12-month period, we hope to achieve this. The Policy Technical Committee would be the responsible group here, and we are going to do evaluation forms. Goal 3 empowers our parents with leadership skills through involvement. Our fourth and final goal is to promote the use of information technology in parental education to improve their own capacity to participate and engage with young people in a digital world filled with diverse job opportunities. To achieve this, our first action step, we are going to use social media to promote opportunities for the use of information and digital technology to communicate with parents. We are going to have a broader range of parents accessing digital communication over a period of 3 to 6 months, and our Policy Technical Working Committee would be responsible. To evaluate this, we are going to use social media reach analysis and parental feedback. Next, we would create and use a parent education website to promote innovative use of technology for parental engagement. Here, we are going to have improved parental awareness and engagement. Over a 3 to 6 month period, the Policy Technical Working Group will ensure that this happens. And to evaluate, we are going to use our parental feedback. Our next step would be in collaboration with the Ministry of Education. We are going to provide short courses for parents on information and digital communication technology. This would increase the capacity of parents to engage with young people meaningfully over a period of 6 to 12 months. Our course evaluation forms and follow-up surveys would be our evaluative measures. Our final step would be in collaboration with the Ministry of Information Communication Technology to find IT solutions for parents with needs. This would increase the accessibility to technology over a period of 3 to 6 months, and we are going to use our parental feedback to evaluate. Through these steps, hopefully our parents are more technologically savvy and better able to engage young people. So this is the plan as we work together to accomplish the ultimate goal of empowering our young people so that they can have access to better job opportunities and a better future. I am now available for questions and answers and discussion with you. Thank you all for coming and listening.